All right, with that said, thank you all so much for the opportunity to lay out House Bill 311. Today we have an opportunity to take a step forward, not for a political party, not for a headline, but for the people of Texas. This bill is not about Democrats or Republicans or libertarians. It's about Texans. It's about making government work the way it's supposed to, efficiently, securely, and in service to the people who pay for it. Right now, we live in a digital world. We can renew our driver's license online, we can pay our taxes and close on a home online. But registering to vote, in Texas, you still have to print a form, sign it, mail it in, or take it to the registrar's office and wait. That's not efficient, that's not modern, and it certainly isn't good government. Under current law, Texans can update their voter registration online when they update or renew their driver's license through a portal on the Secretary of State website. The system works. In fact, it has already processed over 6 million registrations in Texas, online registering in Texas, 6 million. And as DPS has testified before this committee repeatedly, it has done so without issue. But here's the catch. If you've just turned 18, just moved to Texas, or you've never registered to vote before, you don't get that same access. So while most Texans, 6 million, more than the population of many states, have taken advantage of this, there's a gap still of who doesn't get to utilize it. You're forced to use, if you're in that gap, you're forced to use an outdated, paper-based system that is prone to typos, human errors, and delays, costing our counties time, money, and resources. That's not how a modern democracy should operate. House Bill 311 is a simple, common-sense fix. It expands the existing online voter registration system of Texas to allow first-time registrants to sign up online so long as they have a Texas driver's license or state issue ID. It also directs the Secretary of State to work with DPS and the Department of Information Resources to create a pathway for Texans without a license to register online, because every eligible voter should have a clear, secure way to participate. This is not a new idea. Arizona has had online registration since 2002, and 42 states and the District of Columbia have passed similar modernization. Red states, blue states, big states, and small states alike. Even our neighbors in Oklahoma launched a full online voter registration system just last year. They did it because it's cheaper, because it's faster, and because it's more secure. Texas is long overdue to join them in the 21st century running elections that actually work for people. So I hope we'll take off our political hats and make this a win for Texas. Here's why. This bill isn't about cutting corners. It's about true election security and government efficiency. Online registration reduces human error from handwritten paper forms. It validates voter information in real time, ensuring more accurate data and cleaner voter rolls. It cuts down on the backlog of paper applications that counties struggle to process, saving time and money and reducing government bureaucracy while increasing government efficiency. It increases accessibility for Texans who just turned 18, for people who just moved here, and those otherwise not already registered to vote. And it will save taxpayers' dollars at the county level year after year. This isn't theoretical. Testimony from our own Secretary of State's office has shown that online voter registration leads to cost savings and increased security. In previous sessions, this has been a bipartisan proposition. In 2013, when then Representative Mark Strama's online voter registration bill was passed out of this committee, it had 2 Republican joint authors, Representative Jeannie Morrison, who was at the time the chair of the Elections Committee, and Representative Patricia Harless. In an interim hearing later that year, Director of Elections Keith Ingram testified that if even half of the new registrations were done online, we would see a multiplier in cost savings, and that online voter registration would save time, have better accuracy, and be more secure. The very next session, Rep. Celia Israel's online voter registration bill once again saw Chair Morrison and Representative Harless sign on as joint authors, and they were joined in supporting it by Republican reps, many who are still with us: Representative Ashby, Burkett, Budden, Clardy, Byron Cook, Darby, Guerin, now Senator Brian Hughes when he was in the House, Jason Isaac, Casal, Kia, Ken King, Kemple, Lozano, Otto, Price, Schubert, Sheffield, Stevenson, Ed Thompson, Van Dever, James White, and Zerwas all co-authored this legislation. And here's why. Plain and simple, it's good for the taxpayer, it's good for elections officials, and most importantly, it's good for democracy. Members, the choice before us today is simple. Do we want to keep wasting time and money on an outdated system that frustrates voters and burdens counties, that is prone to errors and makes our voter rolls less accurate, and that keeps eligible Texan citizens from participating? Or do we want to embrace a solution that respects our constituents, delivering the kind of efficient, secure, and responsive government Texans deserve? This bill is a Texas solution to a Texas problem. It's practical, it's proven, and it's the right thing to do. I'm proud to bring it forward today. I'm thankful for y'all's respect to have this conversation. I know that politics has maybe changed the narrative around this, but when we think about some of the people that have supported this that are still here in the past, when we think about 42 states having done this, I think we can work through this and figure out the efficient way to do this for the people of Texas. With that, I'm happy to take any questions. And Mr. Chairman, I request a right to close.